Thank you so much, Shox and Candace. Now let's get to those media questions for our finalist teams. Media, again, please use the Zoom hand raise feature to be placed in line for your questions. We will call on your outlet, then you can introduce yourself and direct your question to a player or a coach on either team. Let's start off with Korean speaking media.
네, 루리의 이명규 기자님 질문 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 감사합니다. 담원기아 김정규 감독님께 질문 드리겠습니다. 먼저 결승 진출 축하드리고요. 자르반 4세 챔피언에 대해 여쭙고 싶은데요. 이게 자르반 4세가 사용 지역에 따라 성적이 크게 차이 나고 있는데 이번 롤드컵에서 특히 한국 팀은 자르반 4세로 좀 거둔 결과가 좋지 않고 전문가들의 평가도 박한 편인데 중국 팀은 자르반으로 되게 많이 플레이했고 좋은 성적도 많이 거뒀습니다. 이 약간 LPL 클래식 챔피언에 대해서 어떻게 평가하는지 좀 궁금하고요. 그리고 담원 기아를 상대로도 LPL, EDG의 자르반이 먹혀들지 그리고 그에 대한 대응책을 생각하고 계신지 궁금합니다.
일단은 각 지역마다 좀 조합에 맞게 그러니까 각 지역마다 좀 특성이 있다고 생각해요. 뭐 팀플레이나 뭐 생각하는 방향이나. 근데 이제 그런 부분에서 좀 EDG하고 되게 잘 맞는다고 생각하고 있고요. 이제 진짜 주력 픽으로 많이 쓰고 있어서 지금도 좀 어떻게 할지 계속 이야기하면서 뭐 어떻게 풀어나갈지 생각하고 있고 되게 많이 좀 신경 쓰고 있는 상황입니다.
This question was over to Goma. First off, congratulations, and I want to know about your thought around the champion J4. This champion has a very different result in terms of where he is actually being picked. For example, in the LCK, not many team had success on that champion, and a lot of league experts are saying that this is not a very good champion. However, in the LPL, J4 is very frequently picked and also having a great success. So what do you think of this LPL classic pick, and do you think it will work against you guys as well? And are you guys trying to find a way to find a solution into that pick? And the answer was, I think each region has their own characteristic and they have a different color in terms of their team play and also the way they think. And J4 is a pick that fits really well with EDG. And also because EDG, that is one of their most picked champion, we are paying a lot of attention to it and also having a lot of conversation around that pick.
네, 다음으로 포머스 박상진 기자님 질문 부탁드리겠습니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 포머스 박상진 기자입니다. 저는 솔메이커 선수와 스카 선수한테 질문이 있는데요. 이번 롤드컵에서도 이제 미드 포지션 대결이 굉장히 주목을 받았는데 결승에서 만난 두 분은 각 상대 선수에 대해서 어떻게 평가하고 상대 선수의 장점을 또 어떻게 생각하고 있는지 궁금합니다.
스카우트 선수 일단 되게 챔프폭이 넓은 것 같고, 그다음에 뭐 다재다능
我觉得身为一个选手的话，应手值也挺深的，然后打得也非常厉害，所以要好好准备对战他吧。
This question was over to Showmaker and Scout. This Worlds, once again, had a lot of highlight around the mid lane position and the matchup happening around the mid lane. So how do you guys rate your lane opponent, and what do you think is their strengths? And the answer from Showmaker was Scout has a very good champion pool and he can play. He's a very versatile player.
And the answer from Scott was, I think Showmaker really have a very strong, very wild champion pool, and he's definitely a very strong player. So we need to do full preparations into the final.
꼬마 감독님한테 질문이 있는데요. 작년에 BC 게이밍에서 같이 활동했던 마오커이 감독님을 이제 상대 팀으로 상대하게 되는데 좀 어떠세요? 기분이 좀 어떤지 되게 궁금하고요. 마오커이 감독은 되게 꼬마 감독님을 대결해서 되게 기대한다고 하는데 꼬마 감독님은 좀 어떤지 되게 궁금합니다.
저도 그러니까 작년에 이제 중국에서 일을 처음 하게 되면서 또 이제 마오카이 코치도 만나게 됐었는데 일을 너무 잘했다고 생각하고 있고 또 너무 좋았던 기억이 많아가지고 많았었고 또 이렇게 롤드컵 결승 무대에서 만나게 돼가지고 너무 좀 신기한 것 같습니다.
This question was over to Goma. So you will be facing against Maokai, who was actually your teammate at VZ Gaming last year. So Maokai said he's really excited to face against him at finals. What about you? And the answer was, yeah, last year was my first time working in the LPL and I got to see Maokai there. And I think he did a fantastic job last year. And I have such a great memory working together with him. And I'm pretty amazed that we are actually seeing each other at Worlds Finals.
네, 인벤 김병호 기자님 질문 부탁드립니다.
네, 저는 담원기아 칸 선수에게 질문 드리고 싶습니다. 이번이 이제 선수 커리어상 이제 마지막 경기가 될 수도 있을 것 같은데요. 그래서 각오가 남다르실 것 같은데 결승전에 임하는 마음이 어떠신지 좀 이야기를 들어보고 싶네요.
일단 제가 겪고 있는 어떠한 문제에 대해서 이게 해결이 안 된다면은 마지막 무대가 될 것 같기도 하고 이제 마지막 무대이니만큼 좀 더 좋은 결과로 마무리 짓고 싶다고 생각하고 있고요. 그 결과를 만들기 위해서 일단 준비 과정부터 되게 꼼꼼하게 잘 준비해서 가도록 할 예정입니다.
This question was over to Kwan. The finals will be your potential last match as a professional player. I'm pretty sure you will be bringing a very special mindset heading into that finals, right? And the answer was, yeah, unless the military duty issue get resolved, this will be my very last match on stage. So because of that, I really want to end it on a good note. And in order to make that happen, I have to prepare thoroughly.
네, 다음으로 경향게임스 박준수 기자님 질문 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 제가 대신 읽어드리겠습니다. 경향게임스 박준수 기자입니다. 바이퍼 선수가 4강 인터뷰에서 고스트 선수에 대해 항상 동기부여를 준다며 극찬을 했는데 고스트 선수는 바이퍼 선수를 어떻게 평가하는지 궁금합니다.
일단 너무 잘하는 선수라고 생각하고 있고 다른 부분도 많이 뛰어나지만 일단 좀 게임을 되게 영리하게 하시는 것 같아서 다른 뭐 피지컬도 좋으시고 똑똑하게 게임도 잘하신다고 생각합니다.
This question was over to Ghost. In the previous press conference, Viper said Ghost is his biggest motivation and a huge inspiration. What do you think of Viper? And the answer was, I think he's a very talented player. He is really good at everything. He's a very well-rounded, but I really think that he is very clever when he's playing the game. So I think he has great mechanics, but at the same time, very intelligent.
네, 마지막으로 한국 매체 마지막 질문 받겠습니다. 시간 관계상. 네, 테크엠 이소라 기자님 질문 부탁드리겠습니다.
각 팀 감독님들과 미드라이너들이 답해주시면 될 것 같고요. 이번 결승전 예상 스코어와 이유를 부탁드립니다.
일단 결승 스코어는 3대1 예상하고 있고요. 저희 코칭 스태프들과 선수들이 다 조금씩 월등하다고 생각하기 때문에 3대1 예상하고 있습니다.
저는 3대0으로 이길 것 같고요. 네, 이유는 4강 때 한번 풀세트를 해봤는데 사람이 할 짓이 못 되는 것 같아서 네, 3대0으로 이기고 가고 싶습니다.
이거 원래 아무것도 안 들리나? 안 들려?
This question was over to the head coaches and the mid laners. What's your prediction for the finals and why? And Goma said it's going to be 3-1 because I think our coaching staff and my players are better than the opponents slightly. So I think it's going to be 3-1. And Showmaker answered it's going to be 3-0 because I played 5 games in the semis and I don't think it's something you can actually pull off. So I just want to pick up a 3-0 and go home.
네, 들리시나요?
네, 들립니다.
네. 저는 캐니언 선수한테 질문 드리고 싶은데요. 담원기아가 대회 2연패라는 업적을 이룰 수 있는 마지막 단계까지 온 상황에서 현재 기분이 어떠신지 궁금하고요. 작년 이맘때쯤에 결승전을 준비했을 때와 대회에 임하는 마음가짐에 어떤 차이점이 있는지도 궁금합니다.
일단 결승전 준비하는 단계에서 기분은 엄청 떨리기도 하고 기대되기도 하고요. 그리고 작년과 바뀐 점은 작년에는 이제 우승하는 게 좀 큰 목표였다면 이번에는 작년의 우승을 좀 지키는 그런 느낌으로 바뀐 것 빼고는 없는 것 같습니다.
This question was over to Kenyon. You are on the cusp of winning back-to-back world title. What's your mindset heading into that milestone? And also, has your mindset changed compared to the preparation for the finals last year? And the answer was, preparing for the finals, right now I'm very nervous but excited at the same time. And the difference between last year is that last year I kind of focused on winning Worlds and that was my goal. But this time around, it's more about protecting and defending our title. And nothing has changed other than that.
Thank you, Korean media, for your questions. We will now transition to taking questions from Chinese-speaking media. Reminder that you can ask both teams questions at this time.
我们现在接受中文媒体的提问，请大家举手进行提问。卡索。
我想问一下 Michael， 就是像刚才说的那个DK 那边是觉得决赛会是一个3-0，或者是说3-1这样一个比较大比分的一个优势，然后对于这点的话，他们是怎么看的？
我打2个比5嘛，打了10盘，感觉也是蛮累的。我觉得决赛3-0吧，对。
So this question is over to Mako and Tom and Kia. They just answered a question about the prediction to the final. They have mentioned.
想请问一下，这个3-0是指 EDG 3-0 DK 吗？
那不然呢？
They have answered like they made some prediction about the 2-0 or 2-1 scoreline. So how do you feel and do you have any response? And his answer was because we have 2 full set of best of 5s. We have played 10 games in total. So for the final, we would like to have 3-0. And his another question is, so you mean 3-0 and then our gaming were able to get the win? And Miko's answer was definitely.
兔丸。
您好，这里是兔丸游戏。想这个问题就是 EDG 的任何选手回答都可以。就是现在面对那个DK 作为就劲敌就在旁边，然后想听大家说一句放一句狠话，然后来表达自己夺冠的决心。谢谢。
接下来。
队长来吧，
我刚说过来，道先来吧，
你来个狠的。
田野说，
就像我刚刚说的吧，我觉得感觉打太久确实蛮累的，我觉得决赛就是3-0，很轻松拿下吧，对。
So this question is to anyone from our gaming. Your opponent, Dom Kia, was right beside you guys. So do you have any words you want to say to them? Maybe any trash talks to show expectations toward this final? And from Mako, his answer was, as I just mentioned, I'm quite tired about playing full set of Vessel 5. So in the final, we're going to win with a 3-0.
NGA 小林。
我想问一下 EDG 的 Scout 选手，就是刺客英雄在比赛场上是登场率是比较低的一个类别，但是妖姬却比其他的刺客英雄登场率高出很多，在这次世界赛上也是大放光彩。想问一下，妖姬相比其他刺客英雄，它的优点在哪里？谢谢。
妖姬跟其他刺客英雄比的话，首先是容错率比较高吧，然后还有位移，然后还能 poke 的作用吧。
So this question is over to Scott. We really feel for all the assassin champions. They really have a very low ban pick rate in this meta, but LeBlanc, this assassin champion, have a very high priority in the current meta. So what's the advantage of LeBlanc over other champions, other assassin champions? And his answer was, I feel like LeBlanc, she really have a very high mobility, and also she can do a lot of poking in the actual game. So that's advantage from this champion.
大电竞。
你好，这个问题是想问一下 Showmaker 选手的。那么 Showmaker 选手曾经接受采访时表示 ，Viper 选手非常厉害，也非常看好 Viper 选手。那么你们这一次终于在决赛相见了，心情如何？以及有什么想对 Viper 选手说的话吗？谢谢。
So this question is over to Showmaker. In the previous interview, you have mentioned like Viper is a very strong player. You would like to face against him. And now in the final, you are going to face each other. So how do you feel? And also, do you have any words to Viper?
그냥 서로 잘해서 좋은 승부했으면 좋겠습니다.
I hope we can both play well and have a good game.
那我想问一下，就是 Viper 选手有什么想对 Showmaker 选手说的话吗？谢谢。
And for Viper, do you have any words you want to say to Showmaker?
멋진 무대 만들고 좋은 승부했으면 좋겠습니다.
Let's put on a great show and have a good game.
大开盖伦。
你好，我想请问一下杰杰，这是你第一次打世界赛，就打得特别的勇猛，你的勇气是来源于哪里？
可能第一次打世界赛，所以不用顾忌太多吧，就表现好自己的，发挥出自己的水平就好。
So this question is over to JJ. This is your first time to be at World Championship, and you have shown a very aggressive playstyle. So where is your braveness or aggressive playstyle come from? And his answer was, because this is my first Worlds journey. So what I focus on is really I would like to show my own performance and don't thinking about any other stuff. So that can be the reason for my playstyle.
我们将接受最后一个中文媒体的提问，伟成。
好，那这个问题的话，想要请问到 DK 的扩码监督，就是这是他第4次就是带队杀进了带队，应该说第5次带队杀进了这个最后的总决赛。那想请问他这次跟前几次的心情有什么不一样？然后还有就是作为一个教练能够这么成功的秘诀是什么？谢谢。
So this question is over to Koma from Damankia. This is your 5th time to be in the Worlds final. So what's the difference from this experience compared to the other previous journey? Especially what kind of the mindset have you changed? And also would you have share about some tips that guarantee you to be such a good coach?
성공했다고 생각은 안 하고 있고요. 정말 좀 열심히 하면서 좀 운이 좋아서 이렇게 롤드컵 5번 진출하게 된 것 같고요. 이번에 롤드컵 결승이 또 오랜만이고 또한 이제 담원이 이번에 우승하면은 롤드컵 2연속이기 때문에 이번 롤드컵 결승에서는 꼭 이겨서 담원기아가 롤드컵 결승 2회 연속 우승을 꼭 가져가고 싶습니다.
I have never thought about myself that I actually found a huge success. I always just worked hard, and I got so lucky that I made it to Worlds Finals for 5 times. And it's been a while since I made it to the finals. And if Tama and Kia can win this one, it's going to be their back-to-back title. So I really hope they can accomplish that and, be the back-to-back champion.
Thank you, Chinese media, for your questions. We will now transition to taking questions from English-speaking media. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature to queue yourself in line. Michael Kelly, Esports.
Hello, thank you. My question is for Damwon Kia, mid laner, Showmaker. Showmaker, you and several other of your teammates will be free agents in just 2 weeks' time. Does the decisions and all of the pressure regarding contract situations weigh heavy on your mental going into a big game like this, or do you tend to just focus on the here and now?
일단 저는 지금 담원기아 소속인데 이런 질문을 왜 하는지 모르겠고 전혀 영향 없다고 생각합니다.
I am a part of Tama Kia right now. I don't get the point why I'm getting asked about this question, and it doesn't affect me at all.
Eugene, Upcomer.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep, you're clear.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi, my question is for Khan. If hypothetically Damwon Kia wins Worlds in your last year as a player, how do you dream of celebrating it? Pretend there are no limitations to how you can celebrate it.
제가 딱히 우승을 하고 나서 뭘 할까라고 미리 생각해 본 적은 없고 항상 제가 기쁜 걸 표현했을 때는 그 당시에 즉흥적으로 나오는 거기 때문에 미리 생각할 필요도 없을 뿐더러 지금은 일단 앞서 있는 결승전 경기만 어떻게 잘 마무리할지에 대해서 생각하고 있어서 딱히 그런 쪽으로는 생각해 본 적이 없습니다.
Well, I've never thought about it actually. I've never got ahead of myself. When I do some sort of ceremony, it always has been a spur of the moment thing. So I have nothing in my mind yet. I'm only focusing on what to do and how to play out the finals.
MGG, Leo.
Hello, my question is for Beryl, the support of Damwon Kia. You have been on the team since 2017 when Damwon was called Mirage Gaming. So at that time, were you expecting to be that successful, to win one Worlds and to be able maybe to double it up right now? And what keeps you motivated after all this time?
사람 앞날은 어떻게 되는지 잘 모르기 때문에 예상 절대로 못했고 동기부여는 딱히 별 생각 안 하고 살기 때문에 그냥 시간 흐르는 대로 살고 있습니다.
You never what's gonna happen in a man's future, so I've never imagined this kind of a future to come to me. And also about the motivation, I actually just don't pay too much attention about it. I just follow the flow of time.
Ashley King.
Hello, this question is to EDG, Viper, and Mako. Many analysts are predicting the finals matchup to be heavily Damwon Gaming favorite. However, what is the one thing that EDG must do or remember in order to take that victory at the grand final stage?
담원기아를 상대로 승리하기 위해서 해야 되는 일이라면 먼저 우리 팀 스스로 약간 좋은 폼을 보여줘야 될 것 같아요.
我觉得的话，就是在团队协作方面吧，我们要比之前做得更好。对。
The answer from Mako is, I think in terms of the team synergy and coordination, we need to do better in the final.
Could we get the answer repeated in English, please?
Viper answered, I think our team has to keep a really good form.
And the answer from Mako was, I think our team synergy and coordination should be better in the final.
Perfect. Thank you. Travis Gafford.
This question is for Beryl. Many people know how you celebrated your Worlds win last year. And so I think many people would love to know how much money you spend or plan on spending on Genshin Impact this year if you win again.
그건 잘 모르겠고 그냥 기분 내키는 대로 씁니다.
I actually don't know. I just follow my heart.
Pedro Romero, The Click.
Yes, hello everyone. Congrats on both teams for making it to the grand finals. This question goes out to both Mako and Beryl. Whereas Mako arrived to the grand finals for the first time in quite a long career. Beryl is already on his second successive finals appearance in little less than 5 years, and that's on top of them winning both of their domestic leagues multiple times. And so for both of you guys, what are your thoughts about facing off against each other for these finals? And what will you both look out from the other person while playing in the bottom lane?
제 메이코 선수가 되게 경력도 많아서 되게 날카로움도 많고 옛날에 있던 뭐 그런 바텀 구도 같은 것도 되게 잘하는 것 같아요. 못 다룬 챔피언도 없고 그래서 많이 경계해야 될 것 같고 그냥 플레이는 제가 할 수 있는 최선의 플레이를 하는 게 끝인 것 같아요.
我觉得的话 ，Barry 选手就是我一直在他身上学到蛮多东西的，就包括他的一些英雄值比较深，然后他在游走方面的时机把握的非常好吧。我觉得这一次决赛能遇到，算是我蛮期待的。
Beryl answered that Mako is a very experienced player. His plays are very sharp, and also he is really good at some of the old bot lane matchups, and also there's no champion that he cannot play. So I have to keep my eye on him, and also I think all I can do is doing my best in the matchup.
And also the answer from Mako was, I really feel Beryl is a very good player. I learned a lot from him, and also he got a very wide champion pool, and also he can always have a super good roaming timing. So I really learned a lot from him, and also I really put very high expectations to this final to be able to face against him.
Final question goes to Aaron Down, The Loadout.
Hello. So my question is for Scout. Now, having been with EDG for quite some time now, you've finally reached a Worlds final. What, in your opinion, are the main qualities of this version of EDG, the things that your teammates do so well that has allowed you all to make it this far this year?
我们能走到决赛的原因是，我们一直在不停的进步吧。然后我们只要表现好我们自己的东西的话，可以获得这决赛的胜利吧。
So the answer from Scott was, I really feel the reason for us to be able to get into the final this year is we just keep improving ourselves. We just keep make some improvements and also make the growth. And also if we just show the normal performance and also we try to focus on ourselves in the final, we have enough confidence to get the win against the Monkey.
All right, that concludes our question and answer session for the team. So thank you to our amazing finalists who will now be joined on stage for photos with John and Naz. These photos will be available for media use via lolesportsmedia.com or directly at our new Getty Images Media Manager Gallery.